I know that there are a lot of fans of Goldfield and Banks out there. This is a brand based out of Australia. I have reviewed a couple of their fragrances in the past, but here we have a brand new release for 2023. So in today's Cephalabon contributor video, I'm going to be telling you all about this brand new fragrance. It's called Island Lush. I'm also going to tell you about a very special giveaway, so make sure to stay tuned. Now, before I begin today's episode and I give you my thoughts on Island Lush, the brand new fragrance by Goldfield and Banks, and I give you my overall assessment of it in terms of the performance, the notes, the comparisons, longevity, so on and so forth, I want to start things off by saying that if you're a fan of fragrance-related content, please do consider supporting the channel by subscribing to it. Hit the bell and give this video a thumbs up. Now, if you would like to enter the giveaway for this fragrance, all you have to do is shoot on over to cephalabon.com. It's going to be the first link down below in the description box. After you've read through the article and become a registered reader, just leave a comment on the article and you'll be automatically entered to win. So best of luck, everybody. Just make sure to check back on over to cephalabon.com on the date that is mentioned in the article. That's when the winners are going to be announced, and they will be announced only on cephalabon.com. I will not be announcing the winners on this channel. It is a Cephalabon contributor video. There have been a lot of scams going around lately, people impersonating social media personalities, asking you to contact them on, Telegram and Instagram and Nicegram and WhatsApp and all these other websites. I am not conducting giveaways on any of those websites. Certainly don't pay anybody money for them to fulfill your giveaway prize. It's totally a scam. I really hope that my loyal subscribers and my longtime followers don't fall for it. So please, 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 please be cautious. Here we have a fragrance that in my opinion is sandalwood dominant. It's called Island Lush, and it does kind of transport you to this tropical oasis. I'm looking at the note breakdown. There's a lot of spices in here. There's ginger, there's nutmeg. There's also this leather accord in here, so I'm also wondering if there might be a little bit of saffron. I do get a resinous warmth from it. There is a touch of vetiver as well, but certainly sandalwood sits at the heart of this composition. I'm excited to give you my thoughts on the smell. Let's start things off with the presentation. Now, right when this fragrance opens up, you are going to get this creamy, smooth, and rich sandalwood note. Now, the sandalwood that's used in here is super high quality, and it smells so warm and amicable, and it's precisely the type of sandalwood that I love experiencing in fragrances. Sometimes it could be rather dry and woodsy, especially when it's paired with, cedar wood or some other dry woods, oak wood being another one. But there is actually guaiac wood in this fragrance, so I think that that's kind of adding to that creamy, smooth, silky, and rich texture of the sandalwood. I really, really love it. The more and more that I smelled it, I started to think to myself, is this an amber fragrance? There is benzoin listed in the note breakdown, but I was wondering whether I also smelled some other balsamic ingredients or some other resins in here, maybe a bit of labdanum, maybe even a touch of vanilla contributing to that sort of amber accord, because there is something rather warm and rich in the dry down, but the sandalwood is really sitting at the forefront of this fragrance. Now, there's something a bit green about it, touch of vetiver, maybe even a little patchouli perhaps, but it doesn't overwhelm the composition. It certainly isn't domineering in its presence. It's really all about the sandalwood that's in here. Now, there is a spicy quality that I'd be remiss if I did not mention. You have the ginger, you have the nutmeg. The nutmeg actually adds a bit of freshness, believe it or not. The ginger is also gently spiced and is a really nice complement to the bergamot that's in the opening. Now, the bergamot is very short-lived. It does open up a bit effervescent and fresh, but that freshness lingers for like 5-10 minutes and then it's gone. It really evolves rather quickly into the heart, where you do have that guaiac wood and sandalwood combination in addition to the resins that are in there. Now, in terms of this leather accord that is found in the base, because I do get a little bit of a leathery property about it, I would be convinced if somebody told me that there's a touch of saffron in here. However, I've tried a lot of other fragrances that have a very heavy saffron about them, and that's not what I'm getting from this fragrance. Instead, I'm getting something that is very much so on the creamy, smooth, rich, and ambery side of things, with a touch, a smidge of saffron in the dry down, paired very nicely with the nutmeg and the ginger. The tropical elements of this fragrance, in my opinion, are not coming from any exotic floral ingredients. When I think of a name like Island Lush, I might think of frangipani, I might think of coconut, I might think of a lot of these other summery tropical ingredients, and I'm really glad that they took a different expression while also conveying this exotic tropical island-like oasis, you know, utopic quality about it that I really enjoy. It's such a beautiful release, and I think it's so well done. If you are a fan of warm, sandalwood, rich, resinous, spicy fragrances that give off this island tropical vibe, you have to try Island Lush by Goldfield and Mengs. Let's go ahead and finish things off with my overall assessment. Now, first up, in terms of the uniqueness and the overall smell, this is 100% a unique fragrance. In terms of the sandalwood that's used in here, I have tried sandalwood in a lot of other really popular niche and designer fragrances. This one stands out. So kudos to the brand for creating something unique and original, and that's kind of been the case with Goldfield and Banks. In regards to the longevity, you can expect about 8 hours on your skin. Projection was great for the first hour of application. It radiated within an arm's length. It became an elbow length scent right around hour 6, a skin scent right around hour 9 or 10. In terms of the versatility, perfectly unisex in my opinion, great for a formal occasion. However, it's great to be worn casually as well because it is a mood enhancer and a spirit lifter. This one is great for the colder weather as well as when it starts to get a bit warm, maybe on account of that heavy woody presence and the resins. I probably wouldn't wear it in the dead of summer despite the fact that it's called Island Lush. I think it is rather full and dense with a lot of illustrious and noticeable conspicuous ingredients, so probably every season except for the summer, but if you're wearing it in a climate controlled environment, you can wear it really whenever you want. This is great for anybody of any age, and in terms of the presentation, the gold reflective bottle, the red label, and I love these sort of color tones on the sleeve of the box here. My final verdict is it's a fantastic fragrance. I'm personally a big fan of it, and I love the combination of the sandalwood, the guaiac wood, that leather accord aka saffron, in addition to those gentle spices in the opening. I think it's beautifully done. And of course, if you would like to participate in the giveaway, you may do so by following the first link down below, and Indigo Perfumery is your source to pick up Goldfield and Banks products. They have a lot of really wonderful niche brands at great prices, of course, and you can count that all of their selection is 100% genuine and authentic. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do consider supporting the channel by subscribing to it, hit the bell, and give this video a thumbs up. Love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.